Hi everyone and welcome back to Miss Crafts-Lot's Lair. I'm Barbie, I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and this is today's card. Now as you can tell, you will see here that for the mock-up card that I made here, I used the Petal Garden DSP. I figured that's pretty, but there's something better. So, for this particular one, I used the Petal Garden DSP, and because of the Calypso Coral that is in this, I made the handles for the scissors, Calypso Coral. And then, with the Old Olive, I actually stamped Old Olive for the We Are Cut Out to Be Friends sentiment. This is using, before I get too carried away here, tangents. This is using the Crafting Forever stamp set. This is also the Angel, if you hear about the Angel policy, this is a stamp set that you would need. And you can find out more about the Angel policy on the website for Stampin' Up, which you can find, of course, through my store. I'm saying again, sorry. So we're using the We Are Cut Out to Be Friends and the scissors today. I will put that aside here, and I will show you that this, saying that I switched out the DSP, this is the DSP that I chose to use for this video. This is from the Pick a Pattern, and so instead of using the Calypso Coral to paint the handles for the scissors, we're going to be using the Flirty Flamingo because that is what it goes with, or what goes with it. So these are each cut at 4 inches by 1 1/4 inches, so you'll need to find a scrap of this paper that is at least 3 3/4 inches wide by 4 inches. Also for papers, I will get into this as well. Whisper White, my usual 8.5 by 5.5, scored and folded at 4 1/4. And today we're going to be opening it up this way, of course. We also need a strip of Whisper White. This is 4 3/4 inches by 1 1/4 inches. You can cut yours just a little shorter if you wanted, because I'm going to be cutting off the edge there. Give us a little scrap. And then scrap for the scissors. So saying I have my Flirty Flamingo open, I'm going to go ahead and ink up my stamp here. And I'm going to go ahead and just a little off from the end, because I'm going to cut the ends off diagonally. You'll see that here in just a minute. Cut this, or close this for now. And find my basic black. Wanted to go hiding on me. I tell you, sometimes you can't trust your stamp pads. And here I am. I'm going to go ahead and stamp these scissors. This is such a cute stamp set. I'm going to be using this quite a bit. Alright. Let that just chill there for just a moment while I blender pen on the move. I'm going to take my Flirty Flamingo out again. Give it a hug, because I am going to be using my blender pen to color in the handle for these scissors. Get my scratch paper out. I think I let this basic black dry enough. Hopefully I did. And the blender pen you can use just like, pretty much like a marker. It'll do a blend out thing, which is, as it's getting low on ink, as you can tell here, which I think is kind of cool. Just saying. That's all said and done. And then you kind of clean it off and you're good to go and switch off to another color. So, well, real fast, before I fussy cut out these scissors, I'll show you what I was meaning about cutting off the tip. So in my mock-up, I kind of wanted to go for a more angular. So I'm just going to go in here and trim off the corner as I see fit. Of course, if you have like, you could use a rounder, corner rounder, or such. I just didn't want to see that hard square end. I'm going to come in here and clean this up just a little bit more. And I want it a little closer to the edge. Get it as straight as I can. There we go. I'm content with that. And then I'm going to go ahead and fussy cut these scissors. I'm sure you guys don't want to see that, so I'm going to pause it, and I will be right back as soon as I get this fussy cutted. The scissors are fussy cut. Now, I didn't get as fussy cut as you probably could. I didn't go in and take out the holes. But, so these are the pieces. I'm just going to flip that one over. How easy is that? Nothing like two-sided paper, because snail works better if it's open. Little known fact, I guess, just saying. When it comes to making videos, being able to giggle at yourself comes in handy. Alright, so I am going to go ahead and adhere this one down. And I'm going to snail, and I'm going to adhere, and I'm going to snail the other part, and I'm going to adhere that down. And I will go ahead and glue this one down. Now I'm going to take this about halfway through this third piece. So that's how I'm kind of gauging out as to where I want it to be. And then with the scissors, I kind of want the scissors to kind of go like that. Again, kind of how I'm gauging things out here. That looks to be about right. How is that adhered down? Needs just a little tack down. Ta-da! And then with my snips, open the card, and then you're able to snip that end right off. There you have it. And finally, last but certainly not least, those cute little snips. So when you get your Stampin' Dimensionals, let me open up a pack here. New pack. This is from, these particular ones are leftover from Paper Pumpkin. You've heard me talk about that before. I won't bore you with it now. But as you can tell, for the it's the same way for the Stampin' Dimensionals that you get, that you order special. Well, yeah. They have this ridge here that you can also use. Still works just like the regular Dimensionals. It has the same oomph and such. So that's the part that I am going to use to adhere the skinny part of the scissors down with, that way they are adhered to something. Sorry, I dropped those scissors. Dropped my snips. They're adhered down with something, and it still gives them that bump up. So you can go ahead, go right in here, and you can trim that as you need it. I'm going to trim this tip off of this one as well. I'm going to move it over here. Then I'm going to go ahead and snip that tip off, and it's perfect shape to go right onto the end of the scissors, like so. And I'm just going to keep on doing this and let you, maybe give you a break, maybe not. You might still have to hear me. That one's a little off, but you get the gist. And I'm going to go ahead and adhere that down, and there you have it, a finished card. I hope this gets you motivated to get into your craft room and to get crafting and paper crafting and such. And any of the product lists and the dimensions are in the comments or the description below. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to my channel and you will be up to date as to all of my new videos. And like, share, subscribe, and until next time.